Hey there, Generation in Between. We are back with a new episode, and we have a very special guest today in a very special format today that Katie created all on her own. You have heard me talk about this person many times, and she was a very pivotal point of my childhood trauma.
Nice.
My big sister Tara is here with us today.
Hey,
Woo!
Tara.
And FYI, Tara does not like to do these things. She's not a performer. She is not real excited about having attention, but she loves me. So here she
Mm-hmm.
is, and she was like, "Fine, I'll do it." Uh okay, so I was gonna do a bio. I was like, "Tara, do you have a bio?" And she was like, "What? Like a resume?" So Tara is currently living in Oregon with her beautiful wife, and she is a women's health nurse practitioner extraordinaire. She's also a dog mom of two hilarious dogs that they constantly check on their phone because their pet sitter has videos constantly coming.
I love that. That is so fun.
Yeah, she'll show you pictures after, Katie.
Okay,
Don't
good.
worry.
Good.
Yep. What else? Tara knows a lot about pop culture, and she's 7 years older than me, and is the reason why I know so much about the 80s
Mm-hmm.
because I watched lots of stuff and listened to lots of things when I wasn't supposed to be, because that's what we did in the 80s. And we had parents that kind of paid attention. So,
Yeah, and so for listeners who either don't remember or for some reason this might be their first
oh,
episode,
true.
what's the age difference with you guys?
I just said it. I
You
said
said
7 years.
7 years?
Yeah, I literally just said it.
I just thought you said my older sister.
I did.
Everyone at seven
It's fine.
years.
I'm used to being ignored. It's all right.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Anyway, 7 years. Yes. Tara was
Okay.
7 when I was born.
Got it. Got it. So
Mhm.
then when Tara was like teen, so you would have been still like
Little.
lower elementary. Yeah. Okay.
So imagine all the things that, because like you were 13, 14 in what year? 1987,
87? Yeah,
right?
Mm-hmm.
87.
So all the things you were watching in the late 80s, I was also watching, which is why I know a bunch of Gen X stuff, even though I'm
Mm-hmm.
technically not part of that.
That's right.
My coming of age was more in the 90s. So,
Mm-hmm.
any the how,
Yeah.
here
You
we
know a
are.
lot. So Tara, we know you've listened to some episodes,
Yes.
and so tell us what you think of the podcast
Ooh,
and
on
and
the
Dani.
spot. Hold it closer, the microphone.
Yes, there we go. You got it.
I mean, y'all do such a really great job. The most recent one I listened to was the diary one.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
I sent it to her because if y'all have not listened to the Dear Diary episode where I actually read some of my diary from when I was a kid, the very first entry, I was very pissed
Mm-hmm.
because my sister right here got what she wanted for Christmas, which was a Stairmaster and a Thigh Master.
And I don't even remember wanting that.
Well, I guess you
I
did.
guess so, but you were really upset that
I was
got-
really pissed because I did not get the TCR that I wanted.
Yes.
I don't even know what that is.
You remember is a TV that has a VCR in the bottom,
Okay.
Yeah, all in one.
Okay.
all in one.
Those things ended up being a huge pain down the road, though,
Yes, they
remember?
did.
Because the VCR part would break, the
Oh,
TV
yeah.
would still work, and then you couldn't like hook another VCR up to it. I don't know why I have such a foundational memory of that being such a
I know.
pain, but I do.
But 12-year-old me
hmm
wanted one in my room.
Yeah, I mean, you were really mad. You
I
said
was-
like F
I said,
everyone
fuck Tara.
on Christmas. You
You're
wrote
right.
that in your diary.
I know. It's time to just put the E on our episode,
That's
Katie.
I have been
Is
as
it?
of the last week.
Okay.
I've been going back and doing it
Oh,
too.
that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
'cause
putting the E.
Tara's also a huge potty mouth, so it's
Yeah,
definitely
okay.
gonna.
I was just really impressed you put all that out in the world.
Yeah, because Tara and I are very opposite.
Yeah. But I mean, really, like that was very vulnerable of you
Mhm.
to like do that. So that's good. Props
Yeah.
to you for that.
So where's your diary? That's
Yeah.
what we're gonna.
I was
Surprise.
It's shocking. I wasn't a diary keeper.
I know.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Tara is very like we are very well. We are very opposite, but we are alike in some. Like we
Mhm.
sound alike.
You do.
If you haven't noticed, she still has like a Louisiana accent. I only have it sometimes,
Mhm.
but she lived there longer than me. But we're very different in like that. I well, I don't know. I'm very dramatic, and she is too, but she hides it better.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like Tara, just what I know of you, you're like just kind of like a live your life in the moment kind of person and just keep going.
Right.
Whereas
right.
like Dani and me too, I think we have to take a long time to process things
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
we can move forward.
Well, and Tara's also very logical and analytical. Like,
okay.
I mean, there's a reason why she's good at her job in the
Mhm.
medical world, like math and science brain.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you put her down to play Pictionary, she's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. That's,
Like,
no. Yeah, definitely no. No.
What is your favorite game?
Oh.
I'm asking all the hard questions today.
Yeah. I don't think I have a game.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not
fair.
a game player.
I feel that.
you have
Yeah.
to move the microphone with your head.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
okay.
a game player.
You're not
Yeah,
a
she's
game
not.
player.
She
Okay.
will. I mean, she will
She'll
participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like with the kids. Like we love playing games in our house. So
Mhm.
her wife on the other hand is like, yeah, no.
Does she play when you guys play?
Not usually.
Not
Sometimes.
usually. She
But
observes.
like she'll just sit with us. Like last night she
Yeah.
was sitting and like laughing
Yeah.
like at all of Tara's
She's
answers.
much more of an introvert.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I
yeah.
get that.
Tara's both. Like I'm very extroverted.
Mhm.
Tara's more of an ambivert, which most people are, I think. Most
Yeah.
people are a little of both. Like you can kind of
Mhm.
swing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, I put together.
I know, this is so cool.
This is so great. So, with the magic of Google Forms, some of our listeners may remember the cringy game show that was the Newlywed Game.
Yes.
And basically, the couples would go on and answer the same questions about, or they'd ask a question about the person, like, and the husband would answer about the wife, or vice versa, and they'd see if their answers matched. So I made a version of that. I just called it Sister's Question.
I know.
Sister's Questionnaire. It's really catchy. It's going
so good.
to storm the world. Look out, everyone. But essentially, Dani and Tara, without seeing each other's answered questions about each other.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, we'll probably just go question by question and go back and forth.
Uh-huh.
Some of them are pretty straightforward, like favorite color,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Some of it's a little deeper, and some of it has to do with like memories you guys have. And some of them are really funny.
I know.
I was giggling.
I can't wait.
reading them.
I already forgot what my answers were.
That's okay. I have them.
Good.
So if you're like, I think I said green.
I totally
I'm like,
forgot.
"No,
Yeah,
you
I
said
forgot.
yellow.
Well,
or
and I
whatever."
told her too. Well, first of all, she was like, "Wait, do I print this out and bring it?" I was like, "Oh my god, you're so old." Like,
Although I
no.
printed it out, but that's because I didn't want to toggle back and forth and get it wrong.
Well, no, that's fine. But she's
So-
like, "Do I print it out and fill it out like a form?" No, it's a Google anyway. Her wife is an IT person, so she was
Okay.
like, "No, Terry, you like,
It's just
fill this."
answer and submit. Well,
And so we also did answer. I told her, I said, "Okay, some of these we need to answer from our childhood."
mhm.
So I messaged her. I was like, "These certain questions,
Oh, good.
yeah,
Okay.
answer like from our childhood. It'll be funnier."
Smart. That
Those
was a
are
good
probably
idea.
the ones that made you laugh.
Probably. Well, there's one that didn't that she answered about you that
I
was
know which one that
earlier.
is. I
Yeah,
remember
you
that
know
one.
which one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you'll say it either, but you never know.
No, she
I'd be
won't.
shocked if she does.
Oh God.
But this is like we're recording during a holiday week. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. That's why Tara's in town. She's visiting for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So this morning I printed these out and my husband's like, "What are you doing?" So I was explaining it to him. I was like, "You know what? Should I make like the cards because we're going to be on YouTube?"
Oh, that's
and they hold it
funny.
up. He's like, "You could, but how many questions do you have?" I'm like counting. I'm like,
Yeah, that's too long.
12. He goes, "That's a lot of work." I was like, "I'm just going to print it out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would've been-
I got to
it-
make
I-
food and do
I
all
feel
the
like
things.
if we would have tried to do that, it would not have translated, and we would have just been messing with papers the whole time.
Yeah, or poster board, and get them all out of order. And anyway, so no,
Yeah.
we don't have the whole production staff that
And
the
I mean,
Newlywed Game
We're a
had.
podcast before we're on YouTube, so anyway, it's
Good
it's
point.
all about the auditory experience.
It is. Please, please, everyone. All right.
All right, we're ready. Let's
So
go.
obviously the first question is just who filled it out. So we're not going to do that. All right. So Tara, what did you say is your sister's, or nope, I'm saying it wrong. What did Dani say was your favorite color?
Pink.
Tara.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Pink. Dani, what did Tara say was your favorite color?
Mine's also pink.
Yes.
We do share that.
She said pink or blue, but we let it
don't-
slide.
I don't know. I couldn't.
Why'd you
remember.
say
I
that?
wasn't for sure.
But that's a weird one.
But
like,
and you also have changed.
oh yeah, that's true. So when I was a kid, I did
Mhm.
I was I mean, this kind of checks. I was like bucking against the system. So I
Yeah.
never wanted to wear pink or
Mm-mm.
dresses.
No.
Okay, so if you had that whole like reverting back to childhood
So if it
situation,
was childhood, who knows what I would have
Well,
said.
you went
as a
through a
kid.
black phase.
Right. Well, that was like
Mm.
my goth grunge phase.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, pink came about more with sorority stuff.
Yeah.
Too.
Tara and
Mhm.
I were in the
For-
same sorority.
Really?
Yes.
Go
At the
find
same
you.
college?
Go find you. Go find you. Find you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not at the same time because obviously she
Well,
was
yeah,
graduated.
but same college, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
It was
Yep.
funny because when I went through Rush, I was like, of course, I'm like, I am not going to be a FIMU just because my sister was. I'm not. But of course, that's where I liked it the best. And I was like,
Mhm.
damn it. Guess I'm going to do this.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so pink /
Yeah.
fine.
Yay. Got that
forever.
right. But
Love
that's
it, love it.
weird blue. No.
I mean, and you've evolved over the years too. And for some reason, that sounded like maybe that was a phase.
What's Troy's favorite color?
Oh, whoopsie. That's what I meant.
Troy, Danny, same person.
Same thing.
When you're buying things like for their home,
Yeah,
you know, pink or blue. It's
Yeah.
a good bet.
Yeah.
Or orange, like Luigi, the cat. I love
Orange
Luigi.
like Luigi.
We do have orange in our house, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do actually.
It's orange, teal, and yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But no pink.
No, because the rest of my house is
Y-
not into pink.
you bring-
Cooper has pink on his walls.
Okay.
Two
Mhm.
of them.
You
Yeah.
bring the pink, like with
I
your
bring the pink.
existence in the home.
Facts.
That's
Pink
what it
energy.
is.
Let's go.
I love it. Okay. So, Tara, what did Danny say your profession is?
I hope she got that right. But you
And?
said it. So women's
know.
health nurse
Yeah,
practitioner.
Yes,
does, yeah.
exactly. She already said it in the resume portion
did.
of the podcast. Okay, but this might be a little trickier.
Oh,
Danny,
no.
what
Yeah.
did Tara
Oh,
list as your profession?
Well, I hope she put personal trainer, but does she put something smart assy too?
She is sort of fitness guru,
Oh.
but there's two more.
Oh,
There's
I don't
three
know.
professions.
You got me there.
One's really obvious right now.
What's your like favorite hobby? Well, it's not a hobby. It's a talent.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did she put?
She said podcaster.
Oh, oh my God.
But
Like
the
you're like
favorite-
literally right in the moment.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, Danny was looking around the room. That's the micro turning away from
Behind
the
me, like,
microphone.
Is there a job hiding behind me? And just
But then the one that she was saying is your talent. She said stage actress.
oh, well.
So Danny is a podcaster, stage actress, and fitness guru.
Okay. Well, look at you building me up there.
I think that's like goes back to the whole like analytical and straight to the point and not. So like your job is like exactly this.
Yes.
And hers
yes.
is like,
Oh,
well,
that's probably true.
she's kind of a guru, kind of an
Do
actress.
I have a job today? I don't know.
Danny's looking around the podcast studio. What are they talking
Where's my
about?
job hiding? Where's my job hiding?
Hello? Job, come find me. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
So
We're
Tara,
doing really
yes.
well.
you guys are doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Tara, what is the one thing Danny said you cannot live without?
Oh.
I don't remember what I wrote.
I'm trying to think what she would
I don't think I
say.
Right.
wrote anything deep here.
It's not deep.
Yeah. Oh, then I know.
Money.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good one.
Of course, that makes the most sense.
No. She said LaCroix.
Oh.
The drink. Which,
I was thinking you would say my job.
What did she bring in here?
she
Yeah,
brought
I
in the
did.
LaCroix that
Yeah,
I knocked
yeah.
over
I
Yeah.
know.
with the light.
I
Your
mean, yeah,
job.
that's true.
Oh yeah, Tara's a workaholic.
Yeah. That's what I thought you would
So
maybe
probably
say.
job, which
I
gives
guess
you money.
I was.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, a lot of my identity, which this is probably bad.
Yeah, you're gonna share trauma on here. That's what we
yeah,
do.
A lot of my identity comes from achievement and job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Which
mean,
is not healthy, and that's all right. I've spent a lot of time in therapy. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with it now. But
But also, you're the oldest, which I think falls upon a lot of older siblings.
yeah,
Birth order,
I'm the oldest in my family too.
yeah,
and Katie has 10 jobs. So
right,
And I
yeah,
have to be the best at all of them all at the same time, or I have a
yes,
identity
hard.
crisis.
right, yeah.
Yes.
Because
it's
I mean, people
impossible.
will say like, if you didn't have your job, what would you have? And I mean, like, I can't even think of that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting because especially when my kids were a lot smaller, people would be like, "I can't believe you work." Da 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 da. And I'm like, "Well, first of all, I have to."
well, right.
So there's that.
Hello.
But second of all, kind of like you, I was like, I don't know, like personally, I think that's fine if you're not actively working for a phase of
Yeah,
your life or
right.
whatever because of something going on with your family, whatever that may be. But for me, I was like, what? Huh?
Right,
Like,
exactly.
who would
What do
I
you mean?
be? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I get it.
Yeah.
And it can be unhealthy, but I mean, like, whoa, there's way more unhealthy
Well,
things
true.
that could be
I've
the
had
case.
worse.
Oh yeah.
And
We won't go into
I
that.
always
We're going
feel
into
like
that, yeah.
lucky for the people who are partners with us.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna make it work. We're making the money. We're
That's
making the
it.
things
Yep.
happen. Like no matter what.
But then getting you guys to chill out for a minute is
That's
really hard.
Yeah.
unlucky for our partners. 'Cause that
Right.
doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Danny,
Oh geez. So what did she
what
say
did
I
she
can't live
say?
without?
What did Tara say that you cannot live without?
My God, chocolate.
No.
Oh,
Want another guess? I
I'm
don't think
so
you'll
It's
ever guess
wrong
any
now.
of these.
it's wrong now.
Mhm.
Like in the past 5 minutes.
I don't know when it changed, but you used to like it, but apparently you don't anymore. I realized that while I've been here.
Oh. I did think that one was interesting. I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it must have changed.
Was it Diet Coke?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
used
so
to.
Diet
Yeah.
Coke's on here.
Well, you haven't paid attention for the past 4 years because I have not been drinking Diet Coke for a really long time.
Well, I
But
haven't seen you in 2.
I know. Whoa, yeah, that's
True.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Diet
Well,
Coke was one.
yeah, Diet Coke, I used to drink Diet Coke like I drink coffee.
Oh wow. Okay.
hmm
Yeah.
I gave up artificial sweeteners years back. Because yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that she had more than one.
Yes, but I don't think you'll guess the other
Yeah,
two.
I'm not gonna guess it.
Okay, so the first one is electricity. Which I mean, you
Yeah.
have said you will not
I'm
go
telling
camping.
you, she's very analytical and logical.
She's
I,
like-
on the other hand, am like chocolate. I don't know.
LaCroix, you did say LaCroix. Okay, so electricity, Diet Coke, and sex.
I probably would be fine without that.
I know. I was just throwing in there. I told Alicia on the plane, I was like, I'm putting sex on here.
Just to see what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was dying reading that.
Okay, probably not.
that's
Make
hilarious.
you sound like a crazy sex fiend person that's
Thanks.
hiding it from the world.
I was like, oh, really? Okay.
Katie's like, we haven't talked about that.
Diet Coke and sex.
These are two new
I mean, if
things.
we're talking a life or death basis, I could give it up.
If I had to.
Like, not a problem.
I mean, electricity, no.
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 But sex and Diet Coke,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God.
I was dying.
I mean,
Oh,
to
that
be
was a
fair, I
funny
guess
one.
nobody can live without that because
hmm
it is like part of your human needs, but chocolate.
But also, nah. Okay.
That is-
We're gonna just leave that one. And okay.
We're
There-
sucking on this. I cannot wait.
No,
to
these
see
are
what else
fun.
lies there.
So Tara, what did Dani say is your most used emoji?
Thumbs up.
Oh, that's a
laughy
good one.
face.
Oh,
It's laughy face.
Laughy
Yeah,
face.
I do not get creative with the emoji.
no, she uses
It's
those
regular.
too.
those are
I
my
almost
only
put thumbs
two.
up.
Those are my only 2 that I use.
Thumbs up and laughy
I think
face.
I hardly know how to change them.
It's just like, oh, it's in my suggestions because I use it so much.
Right there. It's good.
That's so good.
Super good.
Okay, laughy face.
Laughy face. Okay,
Score.
so then Tara, or I'm sorry, Dani, what did Tara say is your most used emoji?
Probably laughy face.
Yes.
No?
Yes, she put 2. That
Why
one.
did you put so many answers?
She
So
put-
to get one of them
Oh,
right.
right. She's again analytical
Yeah.
statistics. So hers is the laughing sideways.
Oh, that is the one I use.
Mm-hmm. And then hand to face, like the
Oh,
one.
yeah.
What is that? Face palm?
Yeah.
That one's
That probably
called.
is my number 2 because I'd be messing stuff up.
She's like, oh, excuse me. All right.
Oh, crap.
Okay. So
I didn't know we could write
Dani.
multiple things. Thanks.
I didn't really give any rules. So
Yeah, we're
I was
gonna
just
do
like, fill this
limitations.
out. Okay, so Dani, who did Tara say is the better cook?
Oh, her for sure.
Yes.
No doubt.
Tara, who did Dani say is the better
Me.
cook?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Tara.
hate cooking. I hate, loathe, despise. Tara's good at it and she likes it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's good.
But I'm the
um,
better baker.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you're
I
really
don't
good at
bake.
baking.
I don't
Mhm.
bake anything.
Oh, that's perfect. You guys should open a little restaurant.
No.
I don't like it that much.
Yeah. No.
We weren't taught to cook either. So
I had no
we-
interest though. I didn't care.
But we also didn't come from like a
Cooking
cooking family.
household.
No.
Yeah. That's
So
fair.
we kind of had to teach ourselves over the years.
Do you think that's why you like it?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like I also don't like super complicated things to make. So it can't have a whole lot of ingredients, a whole lot of steps. Like I like pretty simple. But it's just kind of like it's kind of like a science experiment.
Yep. Well, and Alicia's picky too, so you
Oh,
have to be
yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
I mean, same.
Yeah.
Everybody in my
Yeah.
house is picky too.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right. I know. That's why I don't try like very exciting things.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
I'll
aggravating.
literally be the only one that eats it.
Right.
Maybe 2 of 7 people will eat what I make.
Yeah.
yeah, and
So
that makes me then I'm just mad at everybody.
yeah, might as well just bake chicken
Yeah.
and make white rice and throw some broccoli on the plate and you're good to go.
Keep it
That's the
simple.
extent of my
Yeah.
cooking. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay. So, Dani, what did Tara say is something you would argue about as kids?
People chewing loudly at the dinner table. Did you say that?
Nah.
Oh wait, that you would argue with me? Wait, that was my answer.
You guys would
I
argue
messed
with
up.
each other. You guys
Hold on.
You guys would argue
Her
with
and I
each other.
argue about
Yeah.
Now I remember what it was.
Mhm.
Oh my God. I don't know. Well, I was gonna. Well, on my answer, it was because that's something that drives me crazy. We would argue about as kids that she was being mean to me.
Mm.
I don't know.
That is too vague.
Well, I'm trying to think. I can't think of specific things.
Okay, you want a hint?
Yeah.
We played it last night.
Oh, Dr.
We
Mario.
used to fight over
Oh, we
Nintendo.
sure did. Used to fight
Yeah.
over Nintendo, and she always won because she was older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What to watch on TV.
Oh,
and who
yeah.
got-
Oh, yeah.
And who got to play Nintendo.
facts.
That makes sense
I don't
coming
know.
from an
I'm
older
sorry. I
sibling.
messed up that whole thing.
So now, Tara,
Well,
what did Dani say you
Wow.
guys argued about as kids?
people chewing loudly at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually it says Tara chewing
Okay, well,
loudly.
I think it was anybody,
But I
Right.
sat
yeah.
next to her. So.
Yes. That would make it very obvious.
Yeah.
Hello, which listeners, you know, I have a technical word for that, and it is called misophonia. And
It's
lots of
real.
listeners told me they have it too.
Yeah, it's real. It is real.
So, haha, family that told me I was being dramatic. Cooper has it too.
Oh, does he?
Does he? Oh man.
Yeah.
You can't not hear it.
And he sits next to me. And like, that's the thing is that I can't hear myself and I know I chew loud, but I can't stand in other people. And Troy's like, you're such a hypocrite. And I know. And Cooper is like sitting next to me. I'm like, you can go sit over there. Like, you can, I get it. Like, go remove yourself, but he won't.
I've
He'll
been
just stare at
noticed
you.
You're a loud chewer.
I'm not, but I'm not like loud, but like he's next to me so he can like,
Oh, he just hears you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he's sensitive to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Dani, what did Tara say is the nicest thing you have ever done for her?
wrote her a poem,
Yeah.
which y'all heard on
Well, she
air.
said she made me 2 books with collages and poems when
Yeah.
I was
almost
going away to
brought those-
college.
Those little books, and I couldn't
Oh, watch your
couldn't
mic.
find them. But you made me 2 going away
Yep.
magazine type books with like these collages in
Yeah.
with people cut out about going to college and what I was going to do there and how you were going to miss me.
Yeah.
I've sent you pictures of
Yep.
those as I've
I
come
remember-
across them.
Oh, we might have to use those for the
Yeah.
They're so cute. They're
I love
so
doing
cute.
collages.
collages are fun.
I
I haven't
love-
done one in forever.
I-
I love doing them though.
You know, my friend Derek Gores, you know Derek Gores,
Gores,
the artist
yeah.
here? Yeah, that's like his art form.
Mm-hmm.
He makes art, collage art making. He uses different, and to watch him do it is crazy because he separates it by color.
Mm-hmm.
Of different words, pictures, whatever, from all kinds of print, and then makes art. It's the most coolest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like one of those things you're like, oh, I could do that. And then you watch him and you're like, oh no, I could not do
Right,
that.
because you're thinking of your own collage making.
Yeah. And I'm like, literally, it's
And
a
then you're like,
picture from
no.
17 magazine.
Right, yeah.
Anyway,
Exactly.
It was.
All right. So Tara, what did Dani say is the nicest thing you've ever done for her?
This is when we were little. When
Yeah,
I was
this is
little.
a childhood
and
one.
I honestly have no idea. I have no idea what you would say.
Okay.
You'll
She
remember
said,
when she said that.
decorated my Barbie dream house for a wedding with toilet paper decorations.
Do you remember doing that?
No. I have no memory of that.
Oh my
Really?
gosh.
For a wedding? A
Yeah,
Barbie
because I
wedding?
wanted my Barbies to have a wedding.
Okay.
Something was going on in our lives at that point, like something bad had happened, which a lot of bad stuff happened when we were kids. So I don't know what. But you were feeling bad for me for some reason, and I wanted to do a wedding. And so you're like, oh, let's decorate. And you got a roll of toilet paper, which you guys need to know. The reason this is a big deal is Tata is not
Not
creative.
creative.
That's what my kids call her, is Tata.
Yeah.
That she's not like, so to be able to think of, ooh, what do we have that's white?
Toilet paper, of course.
And you did. We like put it all in the little thing. And yeah, I had a little
Oh,
Barbie
that's
wedding.
cute.
I know. I even had, I don't know if you remember, I had that Barbie BMW.
Yeah.
And so we did something so they could get in the BMW and drive away.
Oh.
Was it pink? The BMW?
No, it was blue.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I think, to be fair, I think that was the only one they had. It wasn't like a Barbie official. It was like a fake.
Got it. Yeah. That's so sweet. I think that's so cool too, that that's like a foundational memory for
I
you.
know.
And you're like, huh? I did what?
Yeah.
But that's how it goes.
Yeah.
That is how it goes.
Yeah.
But that's really cool.
Yeah.
How people have different memories. Okay. Here we go. Tara, what did Dani say? If you, Tara, were stranded on a desert island, what would you bring?
This is hard because
I tried to be logical about it.
She did. For this one for sure.
And I have to remember what she would say. Like, it's
Mhm.
not my personal
There's a lot
answer,
of levels
but
to this game.
probably LaCroix. No,
I did
Mhm.
not say that.
so you didn't repeat an
It's
answer.
more logical.
A person, because
Oh.
I'm codependent.
Oh,
I don't think you're codependent anymore.
Well, I would
Sorry.
prefer to be with people.
Yeah, but that's
that-
not, no,
Okay.
I did not go that
Um,
extreme.
you thought it would be really straightforward. And
I
it's not.
did.
She's really
She's
thinking
going to
about
be like,
this.
oh, yeah, probably. But actually, now that I think about my answer, it kind of doesn't make sense, but it's fine.
Electricity.
Close.
That's a good one.
An air conditioner.
No, I put your phone. I
No,
said,
you
no, I
didn't.
didn't. Oh,
You
what
said-
I put?
You said books.
No, that was hers.
I'm backward.
Okay.
Hold
didn't
on.
say that.
Here we go. Your phone.
Yeah,
Well, now I just told you.
I know.
She said that about you.
We're really smashing
Sorry,
this
everyone.
game. I said your
yes.
phone because you're more like, you're very logical, and you would be like, well, obviously I'd bring my phone so I could call somebody to get me off the damn island.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it
That
says
does make sense.
her phone because
Yeah.
she is smart and will have a logical answer. That's
Yeah.
what it says. And then, by the way, Dani, she thought you would take books.
I would, which makes no sense. They can't help me at all, but I'd be entertained
Right.
and then die. I also have no survival skills, and Tara doesn't either. We were talking about this yesterday. Y'all have heard on the podcast, like, I'd be the first person to die in a scary movie, of a zombie
Mhm.
apocalypse. Tara is also that way.
Yes.
So if we're ever on a desert island, just know we're gonna die.
Yeah.
So
With your phone and your book.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
I mean, Tara probably will survive because,
She'll have a phone
Yeah.
and not a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
maybe
if there
so.
was ever an instance where we're caught somewhere together, we're both dead.
We're gone. Yeah.
Nobody's making it out.
Mm-mm.
All right, Tara. Who did. Wait a second. Yes. Oh, but this is weird. I don't know why I asked it this way. Now I have to reverse it. Okay. Dani, who did Tara say is more likely to lose their keys between the two of you?
Me.
Actually, she said herself.
Oh,
And then Tara, who did Dani say is more likely to lose their keys?
Her.
Yeah. So you each said yourselves.
Yeah.
that's funny.
Interesting.
Yeah. So do you guys like lose, like, some people are more prone to like
am forever.
misplacing things. Are you
Yes.
guys both like that?
I'm bad about putting something away and not knowing where I put it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh yeah. I just forget where stuff is. I also, because my brain is always spinning, that I like don't pay attention when I do something, and I'm like, how'd
Mhm.
that end up there? It's because I'm doing like 100 things at once, and
Yeah,
my
thinking
brain is
about something
going
else.
like crazy.
That's me too.
Yeah.
Or if I do anything out of routine or like take a different bag or something,
Yeah.
then for some reason I can't remember that I took a different bag, and
Yeah.
that's probably where my like keys or my notebook or my wallet is
Right.
at. It's like literally like just stop.
Yeah.
Look at any picture on your phone from anywhere you go and you'll see that you're carrying a different bag. That's where it is. But no, doesn't matter
No.
if it's not
I
in the
mean-
pocket.
No, I misplace things all the time.
Yeah.
You did
Okay.
last night.
What was it?
The Christmas list.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this was so annoying. So Troy has 4 siblings. So there's 5 of them total. Plus, they all have partners.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a stepmom and her partner. And so it's a lot. It's 12 people. So we decided last year, let's not try and buy presents for everybody. We're going to name draw, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I like organized it or whatever. And we have like a Google form to fill out. And I was waiting for everybody to finish. They finished. And so I was like, okay, well, let me get everybody sent their little name. And I could not find, I already like was trying to get ahead of myself and pulled the names and like wrote it down. I was like, look at me. I am ahead of the game. I have no idea where it is. I lost it. I said, Troy, did you see the like list of names? He's like, yeah, it was on the desk upstairs. I saw it for like a second. And I'm like, where did I put it after that? And he's like, I don't know. No clue. It'll turn up in July.
It will.
So I had to redo it.
Just redraw. Yeah. At least you hadn't like started sending them out and
I
then
know.
lost it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one where you just have to sit down and do it all at once.
I know. But then I like, so it ended up taking me double the time.
Yeah. When you were like, I'm saving time. I'm
Yeah.
doing it early.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lesson is don't do anything early. Wait for the
I
last minute.
guess.
Okay. So let's see.
I feel like this game is going a little bit wonky.
It is. Especially because I'm like, who's who? Okay. But we're good. We're good. Okay. So Dani, who did Tara say is more organized? Actually, yes. Who did Tara say? Nope, I'm backward. Sorry, I need to write your names on these. Okay. Who do you think is more organized between the two of you? And then I'll tell you guys what you both answered.
Dani.
You think Dani's more organized. What
Yes.
did you
I said we were equal.
Yes. Dani
Oh, that's
said we are
sweet.
equally organized in type A,
Yeah.
but Tara said Dani.
Yeah, you
Now
are.
I think it's equal. Because we are both type A.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I love that I had that question after we were all just talking about losing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, by the way, who's organized in this room? Raise your hand.
Organized chaos, which is true.
Yeah.
But I think part of the reason why I might be a touch more organized is because I have kids.
Yeah.
Maybe because you have to
There's
be.
more
Yeah.
factors involved.
I mean, the only reason I'm even slightly organized is because we have so many
So many people.
schedules and so much stuff that I'm like I had to years ago just be like, I have to sit down once a week and do a longer one and once a month and
Yep.
do this. And then every day or like now I look at things before I go to bed too.
Yeah.
Like I got to look at tomorrow before I go to
Yep.
sleep and like make sure all the things. So, oh gosh, we are evolved beings.
Yeah. Tara's over here like, ugh, she don't have human children. So she's like,
Yeah.
no.
It's like, no.
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, this is a fun one. Snack or junk food. So, Dani, what did Tara say is your favorite snack or junk food?
Did you answer this from when we were kids?
Yes.
Okay. Mine from kids was Doritos.
What kind?
Oh, Cool Ranch.
Yes.
Still is.
She put combos too.
Oh, and combos.
Yes. I forget. Do you like the pretzel combos or the cracker combos?
Both.
You like both.
Mhm.
Can't go wrong.
Oh, no, on the
Yeah.
cracker combo.
I like them all
You like them all. And then, Tara, what did Dani say was your favorite snack or junk food?
from kids.
Doritos
Mm-mm.
and Funyuns.
Funyuns.
Yeah.
That's what she
Funyuns,
said.
yeah.
That's
Do you know
so
they have
great.
flaming hot Funyuns?
Yeah, I'm not eating that.
My kids have brought those home, and I was just like,
I want
"Oh,
to try them.
thanks."
I'll regret it. But I want to try them.
uh-uh.
You should do it later. Oh no, you should do it on the show.
Oh, I will.
That's what we should do. Taste test things that have like weird new flavors from
Okay.
when we were kids.
Yeah, we'll do
And,
that.
Yeah.
and like as old people decide if we like them.
That
You're like,
would
we
be
have a
like the
heartburn.
weird Coke, Oreo Coke.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Stuff like that. We should
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Taste test ones are always fun.
Taste tests are really fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so let's see. Okay. So, Dani, what is a piece of advice that you have given? Let me read this to myself. Piece of advice your sister has given you that you remember. That's what it is. Okay. Dani, what did Tara say
That I gave her.
was advice you have given her that she remembers or that like meant a lot to her?
No idea. I don't know.
I mean, it could be literally anything in the whole world.
I
so this is
know.
a tough one.
That was a really hard one, Katie.
Oh, well, but it's more about
Sorry.
it's less about the guessing. It's more about the being like, oh.
I know.
So let me just tell you.
Okay, because I don't know.
He says,
Well, I don't think I've ever given you advice except you don't have to answer the phone every time mom calls.
That's a good one. That's close.
that's close. She said the importance of setting boundaries.
Oh, Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And also lots of great advice regarding diet culture.
Oh, facts. True.
Yeah.
But she has it too because she's a medical person.
But
So-
you have like a lot of times a different angle
Yeah.
Mm.
that I don't like. I'll know the medical science part, but like you have a lot of insight into like the culture,
Oh,
the
yeah.
diet culture part
Yeah.
Mhm.
and the capitalism part of all that.
There it is. Tara said it first.
Everybody wants to make sure they say either capitalism or patriarchy on the show.
They
Oh.
do.
And it's happened.
It's happened.
I don't think Troy did. Oh, he did. Lies. He did.
He did. He
Did he?
definitely did.
Mhm.
I don't think Brant did because he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't listen.
He doesn't know. But that's okay.
And I don't think Ben did because he also,
Yeah, I don't think Ben did either.
yeah, for sure.
But everyone else makes sure they get it in there.
Okay.
Okay, so then
That
Tara,
was
what
close.
advice have you given Dani that she would say she remembers the most?
And you can read it because I don't remember exactly how I worded it.
I will.
This is hard. I don't know. I don't know. I have no
She said
idea.
to
I'm
just
totally
keep my mouth shut sometimes.
Oh.
Don't always have to give everything a response or reaction.
Oh, what? Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that you don't
When
have
we were
to
kids,
respond.
Yes.
When I was lit, because I'm younger, I would argue to the death.
Yeah.
And she would always look at me and be like, Dani, just shut up. Just
Mhm.
shut up. Just stop. Like, literally just stop because nothing is just going to keep going.
Mhm.
And so Cooper is also this way.
Yeah.
And she looked at me the other night on the couch and mouthed, he is just like you when you were younger.
Isn't it?
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not like a weird thing like because I have siblings who have kids and stuff, and so like I can kind of see it. But is that an interesting part of like being an aunt if you don't have your own kids? Kind of watching it
Yes.
reincarnated
Yes.
with your siblings?
Yes.
Especially because my kids are almost 6 years apart. So they have a
Mhm.
similar age gap. And
Mm.
it's interesting to see how Caden has some similarities to how Tara was.
Yes.
And Cooper has some, just sibling wise.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Cooper has a lot of the personality traits that you
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Karma.
I mean, Dani always had to have the last word,
Still too.
Yeah.
even
Same.
if it was just
See?
whatever. That was like your favorite word as a little one.
What would-
Whatever.
Really?
My mom hated it
Um,
because she'd, and I'd be like, whatever. And she'd be like, don't say a word. Like,
yeah.
and
you'd
Cooper
say-
is exactly the same way.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the eye roller like you were because you were
Oh.
a giant
Oh, yeah.
eye roller, but the whatever the last word. Yeah.
There you go. See, it all comes around. Okay.
It does.
Dani, what did Tara say is your favorite movie? And I think this goes back to childhood.
Well, now I'm trying to remember if we're going like way back, like little kid era. I loved all the Disney movies.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. and
That's what she
Aladdin.
said.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast
Yep.
and Little Mermaid.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so Tara, what did Dani say are your favorite movie or
Also
movies?
Little Kid.
Yeah.
Little Kid, yeah.
Probably Grease. Do you remember?
No, I went farther back than that.
Oh, further back.
Mm-hmm.
Wizard of Oz.
Mm-mm. It's two that I hate that you love.
Poltergeist.
No,
That's funny.
it's Poltergeist.
That's funny. I hate these movies too.
No, tell her what they are.
Mary Poppins and Willy Wonka.
You hate them?
I hate them. And
Oh.
the funny thing was my mom would always forget who liked what.
Mhm.
Oh.
And one year when we were adults, she thought it would be cute to give us like DVDs of like our favorite kid movies, which by the way is a cute idea. Except
Adorable.
She gave me Willy Wonka and Mary Poppins. And I was like, Mom, I hate these. She's like, no, you love them. I was like, that's the other daughter.
Wrong one.
I didn't know you hated those.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be careful because I own a performing arts studio to say that I hate Mary Poppins and Willy Wonka.
Why? You're allowed your
But
opinion.
they're not my favorites.
They're not my
like I will never do the like
Mm-mm.
stage versions of them
Mm-mm.
here, famous last words. But like they're just I didn't like them when I was a kid, and I don't like watching them
Yeah.
now.
Well, to be fair, Willy Wonka terrified me.
Oh.
It is a little scary.
Yeah, it scared me. The whole tunnel thing where they're like trippy and like then little girl turning into a blueberry. Like getting sucked up in the thing. Like,
Yeah,
I,
it's weird. I can see how
I
that'd
did
be.
not like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I didn't like Mary Poppins. I didn't like a lot of Julie Andrews movies. I hated Sound of Music.
Yeah, maybe you're not a Julie Andrews fan.
I mean, maybe. Look,
Hmm.
Tara's like, didn't she forgot that?
Yeah.
But speaking of Grease, of things I should have never watched, we would watch that like every day
in the summer.
in the
that
summer,
Yeah.
every day. So by the time I was probably 6 or 7, I knew all the words to Grease Lightning.
Yeah.
I love it.
I knew all the words to Sandra D.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was 13 or 14,
Yeah.
and for whatever reason,
We watched
that
it every
one
day.
summer, it was like my thing. And we
Every
watched
day.
it every day.
Every single day.
I love that though.
Random
I think that's
weird.
great.
You know?
Sibling bonding.
Yeah.
Over
And Tara,
Grease.
Tara likes
Over Grease
musicals, but
Lightning.
she's not super into them like me. Like Tara likes them.
Mhm.
She enjoys
Yeah.
them. But yeah, we watch Grease constantly.
I love that.
Yep.
Okay. Dani, what did Tara say is your biggest pet peeve?
Chewing loudly. I hate it so much.
She said smacking,
Yeah,
which I
well-
think is chewing loudly, and loud breathers. Breathers.
Oh, God, I hate it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's me. I
Like,
think.
stop breathing so loud.
Yeah. I tell Troy that all the time. And he's
heard
like,
that.
breathing.
to be fair, he has big nostrils, which he can't help. And he does breathe loud. Sit by him today.
I have known Troy since he was 17.
Oh, yeah. That's another fun piece of Tara
Yeah.
lore.
Let's
I knew
pause
Troy
for
before-
a second on
Before
that.
Dani,
Yeah.
actually, I was his big sis in the fraternity he was in, and because his birthday is late.
Yeah. He was 17 when he started school.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he was like rushing the fraternity at 17 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you were
I was
Well,
21.
okay.
Yeah.
So like junior-ish, senior-ish,
I was-
junior-ish.
yeah.
You were a senior.
I was a junior.
A junior.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then after, but then you didn't meet in college. You met
No,
after
because
college.
I'm 4 years younger than Troy.
Mm. So you met
So-
after college. I remember you
When he
telling me
came
that.
back, right?
I mean, I was 13 when Troy went to college.
Yeah.
That's true.
Weird.
I never thought about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well, I met Troy when I came to school.
and he came back.
He was about to leave. He was about to leave school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the second time.
For the
Because he left. Well, he went and then he left and then he came back.
No. So when I met Troy and I came to school, he was about to leave to go join the Air Force.
Right.
Because he was not doing well at school.
Right. Poor Troy
I know.
with
Yeah.
all his dropping out of school and nostril stuff.
Nostrils.
He's not even here to
We're just
defend
telling
himself.
everybody his business.
Well, I've never noticed Troy has
I love Troy.
large nostrils or breathes.
No,
loud.
I don't mean like excessively large. I just
You guys are gonna be at Thanksgiving dinner. Troy's gonna be like, "Why is Tara staring at my face?"
I don't mean like he has
What
like
is going on?
super big nostrils. I just mean they make a lot of noise when he's breathing, and he's not the only person. Like I
Mhm.
can't, mom breathes loud, Papa D breathes super loud, and he has sleep apnea, so it's like really
Oh
bad.
yeah, yeah.
But also like breathing and chewing go together. Like
They do.
that's
Yeah,
just
yeah. Anything
Yeah.
with the airways.
yeah.
Anything.
Okay, you want me to answer your? Or what do you
Yes.
think
What's
are
what's
yours?
Tara's biggest or what? Yeah.
What did I
Tara,
say?
what did Dani say is your biggest pet peeve? I love this, by the
He
way.
has a lot, but
This is
Yeah,
one of my
I
favorites.
have a lot. Is it loud kids or babies crying?
no.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just kidding. I knew that was one. I only wrote one.
Okay.
She said forced interactions. Example, icebreakers.
150,000%.
She hates, and I love icebreakers.
Me too. They're fun.
Oh, it's terrible. But if you're not that kind of person,
Yeah, it's-
Right.
it's terrible.
It's hell. I know. I get it. Like Troy hates them too. Like it's so
Yeah.
funny because I talked to Tara. I don't remember when this was. She had to go to like this work
Couple weeks
thing.
ago.
Yeah. And I was like, what'd you do? She was like, oh, I had to go to this team building thing. I was like, your favorite.
It's terrible.
Oh.
And we had to play those, get to know you
Mm-hmm.
game. And I just freeze and I don't have answers. And
Right.
I'm not a public speaker.
Mhm.
So
There's something
Yeah,
to that
that's true.
though.
I know.
I have a lot of them.
I know. We all do.
That's a good
Everybody
one
does.
though. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, loud
so-
kids and babies.
Excessively. Like, because I don't have kids. So I don't have that like shut off mode where I can block it out.
Mhm.
And that gives me like super anxiety, especially like in a restaurant or on a plane.
I mean, to be fair, me too. And
Oh,
I
see?
do have kids.
That's that hyperphonia.
No, it's misophonia.
There's hyperphonia.
Oh, what
too,
does that
though.
mean?
Probably the same thing.
Just like all sounds.
Yeah,
Sensitive
That's like a
to sound.
sensory thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, Danny, what did Tara say is your biggest fear?
Death.
Oh, that's good.
Weather.
It's weather.
Death from weather.
Yes.
Weather that results in death.
Yeah.
No,
Weather that
really.
can kill you. Yeah.
Siri.
She said hurricanes, tornadoes,
Tornadoes.
blizzards.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Which is, okay, this is also really funny because our
Yeah.
dad worked with weather. He was an oceanographer.
Mhm.
He loved hurricanes and stuff.
Yeah.
So why I was so scared of him, I don't know.
I don't know. And you came out the chute like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she came out. You know how they used to like do those alarms on the TV?
Weather
you know, like,
alerts.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
she was terrified. She would hear that and just
run.
flip out and go get in the bathtub.
Because
Oh,
we're going to have basements in
Right,
Louisiana because, you know,
Get in
sea
the
level and all
bathtub.
that.
And it was just like, it's just a practice, like
Mhm.
drill. And she would just lose it.
Well, I mean,
You also hated the weatherman on Sesame Street.
I know.
Yeah.
What?
Anxiety shows itself early, everyone.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
he came out
See
of
the
chute like
signs.
that.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
See the signs.
Yeah.
But it was the 80s, so people didn't have words for that then.
No.
Correct.
I was a very anxious kid, and weather was just one way it manifested.
Yeah, I mean, weather is so tricky because you can't control it. Like even if you're getting yourself quote unquote safe, there's only so much
Right.
safe you can make yourself.
That's a good take on that.
I know.
So
We've tried to figure that out.
There you go. Katie did it just
Katie
now.
just
I
figured
did
it
it.
out.
it's
Mystery
me.
Control.
Yeah.
Control, that's it.
I mean, but that's really the bottom line of anxiety anyway.
It is, yeah.
It's a thing
Yeah.
is control.
If
Yeah.
you could fix the things that are making you anxious or make them go the way you wanted, then you
Yeah.
wouldn't be anxious.
Right.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay. So Tara, what did Danny say is your biggest fear?
Roaches.
I don't remember what I wrote.
That's a good one. That one's scared of roaches.
Yeah, me too.
You said loved ones dying.
Or that.
Yeah.
Childhood
She used to have
trauma, yeah.
nightmares about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Really
Was
bad.
that after your father passed away or before? That you would have nightmares or all the above?
Probably all of the above.
Yeah.
I can remember even as a little kid, like
Mm-hmm.
spending time with my grandma or like
Mhm.
you don't remember the great grandparents, but I do. I'd spent time with them and remembering like they were older. That meant they were going to die. And what was I going to do? And I was going to be
Mhm.
so sad. So it was
Aw.
even before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
Wow.
Tara had a lot of health problems, like bad health problems when she was a teenager,
Okay.
a young teen. And she would remember those nightmares?
Yeah.
Like, you know, night terrors that like little kids get? She
Right.
would get really bad ones
Aw.
that she was being chased by the Grim Reaper. I remember this because she
Yeah.
would wake up and you couldn't like get her awake at first. And
Yeah.
she would scream and scream like she was being murdered.
Oh.
I know. We had so much dark. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our TED Talk on trauma.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hello, darkness.
Unfigured out.
Hello,
Trauma.
darkness, my old friend.
That's the one.
But look at us now.
Look at
We're
you
fine.
now.
Shining like the sun.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, that's how I feel about you guys.
Yeah.
Shining like the sun.
Shining like the sun.
Like the sun. Well, that's a good segue actually to the final question,
Oh.
which is Danny, what did Tara say is your greatest strength? She listed a few things.
My doggone great sense of humor.
Mm.
No, I'm just kidding. We were just talking this morning about how we feel like being funny. Because Cooper said, "Mom, you're funny sometimes." What did he say?
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, he said, "Mom, you know you're funny." And then he was gonna do a joke and say funny looking. But he said, "Mom, you're funny." I said, "It's a genetic trait of all of us." And he's like, "I was gonna say funny looking, but anyway." Okay, so my greatest strengths. I can talk to a brick wall, but I don't know if she wrote that down.
She didn't.
I don't know.
She said determination,
Oh yeah, facts.
dedication, and I think this is the biggest one, and I would agree. Empathy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're really good at like
Unless you cross me. I'm just kidding.
Which is not
even
very
then.
many
Even
people,
then.
honestly.
then.
Even then, I could see you being like, yeah, but you know what? I can see why they did that
Yeah.
because of blah, blah, blah. So I
Yeah,
think
But I feel like you do that too.
maybe.
Tara's that
Uh-huh.
way as well. Yeah.
It depends on my mood.
You say that, but I think you're the same
Pretty
way.
understanding.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tara, what did Dani say is your greatest strength?
This is so hard.
You might cry when she
Oh
reads it.
gosh.
Mhm.
Resilience.
Yeah. It doesn't say that word, but that's essentially
Okay.
what she said. She said
Oh,
she always overcomes every single obstacle thrown at her. She is tenacious and a hard worker, and even when sidelined, she gets back up and keeps going until she succeeds.
So true.
oh.
It's so true. She's
A whole
tenacious
sentence.
T.
Tenacious, tenacious
That's my
Tata.
name.
Tenacious T.
Tenacious T. It's true. How many times have you gone to school? A
Oh,
million.
yeah.
She has 80 million degrees. She had
Yeah.
80 million, like, and just kept going. And Tara loves school. And she's like, I want to do this. I'm going to keep going.
That's so great.
Same.
Well, it's also from our childhood, since this is a childhood episode.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, I learned that achievement, particularly in school
Mm-hmm.
or education, was how you could get like kind of recognition and what I thought was love at the time.
Mm.
I miss that.
Yeah, you didn't get what, but we're 7 years apart.
I know.
Yeah.
So part of our childhoods, while we were raised the same, in some ways we were raised different.
Yeah. And I mean, I see that even with Kate. Even Caden will tell you all the time, "Oh, Cooper, you have it so much easier," and he kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with my littlest.
Yeah.
Like after the other 5, it's like,
Good luck.
yeah.
Here's some
It's like,
Triscuits.
well, yeah. Seriously. Like I would like, what did Tegan eat? Brant's like, I don't know. She found something. She's 10.
Yeah.
But she's also, I think, your most creative and innovative one.
She is. She is. Well, when you guys were talking about like survival or
Mhm.
whatever, we joke that like we could drop all 5 of our kids
Uh-huh.
in like a jungle and 4 would die and Tegan would
Yeah.
be like queen of the jungle by the end of the week. Like
She would have a store built. She
yeah.
would have her own sense of commerce and like
Yeah.
industry.
She'd have invented money.
Uh-huh.
Like it's
So
just so
good.
funny. But yeah, it's true because first of all, in the course of 7 years, people change. So your
Oh,
parents
well,
change.
yeah.
Right.
But then also you have more parenting experience.
Yeah.
You know, the things that maybe you thought were going to be so bad aren't so
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm with you, Tara. Even now, like I just remember always feeling like getting the A's or like doing really well at the performance or
Right.
in the sport or whatever was like what you had to do
Right.
because that and I remember even having a sense of like that made things easier for my parents
Yeah.
somehow,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But like one of my brothers had learning disabilities and so my mom spent a lot of time with him and I just remember thinking like, well, if I just like do my homework, then like she doesn't have to worry about me.
Right.
And that's a very like oldest child thing.
Yes.
To
Yeah.
kind of
That's
take
probably
on.
part of it.
No
too.
one asked me to do that,
Right.
but I felt like
Right. Right.
when my daughter Amelia, who you've now met as well, Tara, my dad when she was like a toddler or something, she was like playing on a playground. My dad was visiting and he said, you know, she really reminds me of you. You always had such a sense of duty.
Mm.
And I actually like struggled with that and still do kind of because he meant it as a compliment.
Yeah.
But the more I thought about
Yeah.
it, the more I was like, well, how much do I still do because I feel
You
like
have to.
I have to? And how much am I doing because I like
Right.
am passionate about something or it's my calling or it's like, and I was just like, ooh, I don't know if I want to be that kind of person.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
I said something to my husband about it because I do a lot of work on like Alzheimer's research and stuff because my mom has early onset. And I said, do I even want to do this? Am I just doing this because I feel like, well, this happened to me. Now I got to figure it out.
Right.
Now I got to,
Right.
whatever. I got to move the needle. And he did have a good point. He's like, well, if no one ever felt a sense of duty, no one would ever do anything. Like there
Valid
Good point.
there wouldn't be money raised for cancer.
good
There
point.
wouldn't be,
Yeah.
he's like, so it's not bad, but I think it is like a matter of like, now that we're older and
Yeah.
wiser, going, okay, is it duty and what I want to do and what I
Right.
feel called to do? Or is it just obligation?
Right.
And that's where you have to find the difference.
Yeah.
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 It's like lifelong battle.
And
Yeah.
for
it's
sure.
weird because I feel like I had that in a different way, not with
Mhm.
school. I mean, well, to be fair, in our house, good grades were expected, not
Mhm.
rewarded.
Right.
So, like A's and B's, you were just expected to get those.
Right.
That's just the way it was. A C was only accepted if that was your best work.
Right.
And even then, like, but I struggled more in school with math stuff than Tara. But I mean, I still was an honor student. Like, I had to get tutors and like all that stuff. But I felt like she's like, achievement and all that. I felt like I had to keep myself together, like emotionally, because so much else was a mess, even though I was the youngest, which is super weird.
Yeah.
And Tara had a lot of health problems too, which is a lot on a teenager, but then on the parents
Yeah.
were stressed. And my
Right.
mom's a nurse and had to take care of,
Right.
that. So I was always trying to just fly under the radar with that.
Right.
Like, so that's weird that we had.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a sense of duty in different ways.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is weird. And don't worry, guys. We've been in therapy lots of times.
Yeah. It's all good now.
We say that a lot on here. We're like, before we get a bunch of emails that are like,
I know.
there's
About
a
you.
crisis
I know.
line.
Well, I always think of Jen. We have our friend Jen, who's a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I'm like, she is analyzing
Oh,
me
yeah.
every
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
I know. And she's like, oh God, Dani,
Just like, when do I need to swoop in, man?
Yeah.
Like, I hear their cries for help on this here podcast.
Right.
oh my gosh.
but
Okay, so before we end,
yeah.
let's end on a funny note.
Okay.
I want you to think about it for a second, a funny memory from when we were kids.
Ooh, I love it.
Can I tell the pinworm story?
Sure. Why the hell not?
I mean, you have to now.
Well, first, let's explain to everybody what pinworms are in case nobody's
case
ever
they don't
had
know.
them.
Well, it's like an intestinal infection with these little worms and little kids.
It's a parasite.
Yeah,
But
like-
they're common in little kids.
And kids pass them around a lot. So
It's great.
we had a pool growing up, and you were like potty training.
Yeah, I was little.
You were
little.
maybe 3.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3. And so I don't remember, like, we brought this little bitty
Like training potty.
training potty
Outside.
outside. And I don't know if it's because you wouldn't make it inside or because mom didn't want us like traipsing through wet, which I get
Probably
that,
both.
which I understand. So Dani went poop in the training potty, and it was filled with pinworms.
Oh my God. They're white too,
Yes,
right?
they look like maggots.
Yeah.
And that's what I
I'm
thought.
so
they
glad
were.
this is the story you chose to tell.
To be fair, you wanted to do this.
I know.
You brought this
Yeah,
up.
this is your
That's the
idea.
first story that pops in your head. Can I tell the story when you shit worms? Great.
Well,
Keep
it's-
going.
It's a core memory.
Yeah.
It is. I remember it. I was
We both
traumatized.
remember this because
Wow.
I thought it was maggots,
Oh my God.
Mhm.
which is scary because I'm like 10. And
Poltergeist.
my sister's
Yeah.
shitting worms.
Oh
like
my
a
God.
lot. Like it wasn't just like 1 or 2. I mean,
Oh,
Because you get diarrhea.
Yeah.
Right.
we're
Right. Right.
talking like swimming.
Everybody's
I-
throwing up now.
I hope
Yeah.
no one's eating.
Yeah,
or was.
sorry.
No, we're
And
good.
so then she sees it and she freaks out. So you've got like
Aw.
2 hysterical children in the backyard. She's naked because she had taken her bathing suit off to poop. And I'm trying
As
to
you do.
so I'm like
As one
screaming for
does.
my mom.
Why was nobody outside with us?
don't
It was the
know.
80s. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't
And
know.
So mom comes out there and then she's like, "Oh, it's just pinworms again." Because Dani would get them from this. We don't know who. I don't think.
Well, you get them from like playing in the dirt and stuff.
But
Yeah.
I think you were getting exposed by someone pretty regularly.
And they're super contagious.
yeah, they're super
Yeah?
contagious. The
Super
eggs are.
contagious.
So
So like if one person in your house gets them, everybody has to
has
take
be
a medicine.
treated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
that's so
well,
funny.
that's just the first thing that came.
I love that one.
All right. Well, then I'm
approve.
going to tell the
What's the
sunshine
question again?
I approve this
Fun
memory.
story.
Oh,
Here's a funny one. Okay. That just shows how big sisters or big siblings can be. So again, pool.
yeah.
We had a pool.
I
we
know
had
what you're gonna say.
I know. We had a Cocker Spaniel growing up who was so hyper. Okay. Her name was Sunshine.
Oh,
Tara named her.
I had a Cocker Spaniel growing up.
Named Sunshine?
No, Banjo.
Is it a yellow one?
What?
Is it yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a yellow one.
Golden.
Yeah.
That's weird
That's
that
what
we
me too.
didn't know that till right now. Okay, go on.
Which it's kind of sad though, because Sunshine lived outside.
Well, she liked it. She swam in the pool.
I
all the
mean, but
time.
anyway, she was super hyper. Okay. So, our house growing up, we had a pool and a fence, just a fence, not an enclosure. That was not a
Mhm.
thing back in the day.
Mhm.
But we had woods behind us.
Mhm.
Okay. So there were lots of critters that would be around because it was South Louisiana.
Mhm.
And Tara and I's one of our chores, because we had chores from jump. Like before I could read, we had a chore list.
Yeah.
And one of our jobs was to I had to empty the pool filter, and Tara had to, I think, vacuum the pool or something. So we go out in the morning to do this, and there's this hissing sound coming from the basket of the pool filter, like it's covered. It's like a hissing. And I'm like, I don't remember if I was out there first and I got you or whatever. But I was like, Tara, there's a hissing coming from the thing. And she's like, of course, we think it's a snake. So she goes, okay, I'm gonna hold the dog. You go lift up.
In fairness, the dog was going crazy.
Oh yeah, the dog was losing her mind.
because she could hear whatever critters in this
Right.
pool skimmer.
Right.
Yeah.
So me being little sister who just wants to do anything, I'm like, okay, walk over to the thing to take the cover off, and out jumps this poor squirrel who was half drowned.
Oh,
Literally, like on Elf where he goes to hug the squirrel and it like jumped. That's what happened. Now it went past me, thank God.
Yeah.
And I scream, Tara screams, she lets the dog go. The dog's freaking out. I was so mad. And I think we called mom at work, which we were never supposed to do. And I was like, Tara told me, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't her fault. Like, but I remember that.
I knew you were going to say that
Yeah.
story. 'cause
Oh,
she
that's
loves that
oh my
story.
gosh. While you were
She
working
also locked
together.
me outside one time in a towel because she told me to go get the mail real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And then she locked
There's
the door.
lots of mean stories like that.
Lots of
I
mean
told
ones.
the Barbie story. That's nice.
That was really
But
nice.
there are mean ones. I mean, I regret that I was mean to you, but that's just what kids do.
It's
Look
on
at
the
this.
record.
It's on
Yeah.
here.
I've told you that.
I know. I'm just
And
kidding.
I've told Caden that.
I know. She tells Caden that all the time. She's like, now Caden gets mean, but he doesn't, I think he realizes it. Like he'll be a jerk and then he'll be like super nice.
Yeah.
Like he knows right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, their childhood's a little different because
Mhm.
they, we moved a lot and they kind of
They had to bond.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that makes sense. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I remember we
I
would
love
get
it.
possums stuck under the deck.
Yes.
And you could just look and just see their eyes staring at you, and the dog would lose it.
Yes.
Because she couldn't get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told the roach story.
Oh yeah. Oh,
about the
that's like a
chimney?
nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
That's
story.
horrible.
I remember that.
I can still picture that happening.
I know.
No wonder you guys don't like. I mean, not that anyone really likes roaches.
I would
They're not
have a
like someone's,
phobia.
but why you
Yeah.
like have a phobia?
Oh
of
my
it.
God. We were playing a game with the kids the other night, a trivia one.
Uh-huh.
Do y'all ever play Quiplash on your TV?
Uh-uh.
Oh, it's so much fun. You should. And it's basically you type in answers. And there was one and you have to like pick who had the better answer. And it was like, what is a nightmare, a common nightmare?
How do you know you're in a nightmare?
How do you know you're in a nightmare? And Tara's was roaches and no air conditioning.
Roaches and it's super hot.
Oh, it's super hot.
And it's super hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. What was
Yeah.
yours, Danny?
Oh, I didn't have that one. Like it was
Oh, it's
somebody else.
different people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I've never played it.
I was like, oh, I don't
play it.
know. I don't know what mine would be.
Oh, that's so funny.
Smacking loudly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Breath
People,
noises.
people around
Yeah.
me breathing and
People
chewing.
breathing and chewing.
Gum.
Period.
That
End
would be
of
my
story.
A
health.
room full of people smacking. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, this has been awesome.
I know.
I
Yay.
feel like maybe you even had fun. If you are on the YouTube, you see that she's smiling,
Yeah.
guys. She made
Yeah.
it.
And she looks like a little mini person. The way
She
she's shorter
does.
than me, which
Yeah.
is funny. I'm 5'2" and I'm
But
the
I mean,
tallest
look at the
female.
screen right now, Danny.
Yeah.
Look at you. And then look at her.
I think it's partly the angle too.
Yeah,
but-
I'm
And-
like scooted up
Yeah.
more and
Also,
angled.
you're in all black, so it's like
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
where
Where
what
to start and stop.
where
Yeah.
anything's happening.
Yeah.
A little mini person.
Yeah.
It's so cute though. I love it. I scooted my chair back and took the shorter chair because I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna voluntarily be the giant on this episode. Well, thank you so much, Tara. Hopefully next time you're in
Good,
town,
I
we
know.
can have you back.
Yeah,
And listeners,
fun.
hopefully this is like if you have siblings, sparked some fun
Yeah.
questions you can ask
Yeah.
each other. And now you know who we're talking about when we say Tara. And it's okay. We forgive her for getting a
Yeah.
thigh master
Yeah.
and a stair climber or whatever it was.
Stairmaster.
Stepper.
Stair
Stair-stepper,
stepper. That's
yeah.
probably more
Might be,
accurate. Yes. And if you have not yet left us a review where you listen to
Yeah.
podcasts, leave us a review. You can do it anywhere you listen. And
Do
then
it.
also you can like our videos and subscribe on YouTube. Even if you'd rather just listen to us while you're like doing laundry, head over to the YouTube and just give us a subscribe because the more we get,
The better
can-
it'll be.
The better it'll be. More people can find us. We've got Carlos is going to give us a better camera.
Thank God. I know.
God bless you, Carlos. So that's on the way. Check out our merch,
Yes,
generationinbetween.com.
merch.
We got some really fun stuff planned for 2025
I know,
too.
can't wait.
So stay tuned. Also join us over on Patreon. $8 a month. We're 80s babies, and you'll get all of our exclusive bonus content. And we're actually gonna have Tara stick around for
10
a
more minutes.
quick after show right now, so you can check that out. Thanks again, Tara.
Yay! Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Everybody have a good Thanksgiving too. Although they're gonna hear this after Thanksgiving.
okay.
Well, have a good Thanksgiving next year.
Happy holidays.
There you go.
Next year.